Hi, I'm Sandra. I'm leading these sessions on how I learned to love myself. This is session 2. Last week I identified myself as a biology teacher. I am not a therapist. I'm not a trained therapist or counselor. I'm sharing with you what I learned in therapy that helped me get Sandra back, because I had lost Sandra at one point. I just lost my soul. That was, of course, when I was at my worst. It's not easy. This journey of learning to love yourself is, at least for me, it hasn't been easy, because I wasn't raised to love myself. It was okay to love God, love your neighbors, love your family, but we never talked about loving yourself. So it's been concepts that have been new to me and what I really want to share with others. The focus today is going to be on shoulds, SHOULDS. I'm going to read to you a paragraph from my book. I mentioned this last week. I really want to teach this, and I wrote a book. It has many of these concepts in it. The book is JFK, Here's My Contribution to Our Country. It's on Amazon. So I'm writing to JFK. Several words are holding the American people hostage, President Kennedy. Some of these are the 8 should cousins. Should, ought to, supposed to, have to, got to, need to, must, and better, as in, I better buy milk. Holding us hostage? Yes, I'll stand by that. And for the first 40 years plus of my life, I was completely unaware of the power they held over me, how much they had contributed to my anger, the role they played in my depression, and their contribution to my not knowing the real me. They ruled my life. I was weaned on all of them. They are still my nemesis, though not as much as before. Thank goodness. The words are commonplace, scattered throughout numerous conversations. For example, you ought to, I have to, we're supposed to, you must, he's got to. We say them to ourselves and to others. We hear them from several sources. Mom and Dad say, you better. The church says, you should. Doctors say, you have to. Teachers say, you're supposed to. And friends say, you need to fill in the blank. When I have taught these sessions in person, which is my favorite way to operate, I love having a group, and we're talking this. We're going to do an exercise here. And of course, you're there in your room or office or wherever watching this, and I'm here by myself. Don't have live interactions with people. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Because I think a lot of people operate from shoulds in our society. And a lot of people are already aware of that. It's important to be aware. It's important to observe what's going on in your life. If you want to change something, the first thing you need to do is see what's going on that you're not happy with, that you would like to be different. So here's an exercise that's just for the purpose of observation. It's not something for you to beat yourself up about. Not at all. That would be against the idea of loving yourself. And that's what I'm here sharing. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And you don't have to. You're in charge of your life. But I'm going to make that suggestion. And as you sit there, I want you to think about some of the shoulds and have tos and ought tos that are in your life right now. I have to mow the lawn. I need to call Aunt Sally. I must go to the store. While you're naming a few things to yourself, remember to, this will sound silly, keep breathing. And while you're naming those, while you are breathing, I want you just to notice, maybe you will feel something in some part of your body. Just notice what it is, where it is, what the feeling is, if you can describe it. A few people have even mentioned a color that they got, even as opposed to a feeling. Your experience is perfect for you, no matter what it is. It's perfect for you. And if you have no experience relative to saying those words of need to and have to, that's perfect also for you today. We can only be where we are today. So close your eyes, and I'm just going to time us maybe 20 seconds and just say a few of those words and the item that fits for you in your life. Keep breathing, then there's nothing wrong with your response. Okay, go. Okay, open your eyes now and just kind of take a moment there and think about what you felt, where it was in your body, where this feeling was. And since I can't get input from you verbally right at this moment, I'm reading from my book again on what other people have said. After they open their eyes, I ask if anyone noticed anything, and the answers are invariably the same. I felt tense. I felt overwhelmed. I felt pressure. I felt anxious. I felt a knot in my stomach, and some people have said in their shoulder or in their chest. I felt pain in my head. One or more of those feelings might have been what you felt. And again, you might have felt nothing, and you may have felt something different. It's all okay. It's all perfect for now. It's the observing, the noticing, the becoming aware that is important. And it's the first step for any change in behavior, is becoming aware of what's going on at the moment. Okay, we're going to repeat the exercise. I want you to use the same examples that you used before. This time I want you to say, instead of the should or supposed to or have to, I want you to say, I choose to mow the lawn. Or I choose not to mow the lawn. I choose to call Aunt Sally. Or I choose not. Use the choose or choose not instead of the should word that you used earlier. Okay, close your eyes and do that now for 15 or 20 seconds. Okay, open your eyes. Since I can't ask you what your responses are, I'm just reading again from the book. When I've asked other people in several groups that I've led this over the years, I've heard the same answers. I felt a good kind of being in charge. One person said, I feel empowered. Others have said, I felt lighter. I felt freedom. To my recollection, everyone had one of those answers or something similar. Maybe, excuse me, maybe you did. That's again just important to know. Here's a suggestion that I'm going to make for you to do today, tomorrow, and the next day. If you want to, every hour, every 6 hours, or at least once at night, right before you go to bed, take a guess as to how many shoulds you said during the day. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. You're not being graded. It's all for the purpose of observation. For instance, if you felt tightness in your chest 5 times during the day, that might be good information for you to know that you hadn't recognized in yourself before. Okay. We will continue this line of study in the future. Remember, by the yard it's hard, by the inch it's a cinch. And take what you like and leave the rest. Take care. Bye-bye.